Today on BJJ over 50, we're going to do the basic cross choke from close guard. This is just a basic technique. If you already know it already, you can go ahead and skip on to my next video, cross choke from close guard, tips and strategy. The reason why I'm showing the basic cross choke is it's important to know all the details and how to do it. The more details you know, the easier it will be to choke someone bigger and stronger. So I'm going to cover that. Also, it's for some of my students right now who can't train, so they can go over the technique. So I'm going to start with my opponent here in close guard. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do the cross choke from close guard is my left hand grabs his lapel. I'm going to pop it open. I need to pop it open so I have enough space to get my other hand in. If his lapel is closed, it's a little hard to get my hand in. So I pop it open. I'm going to slide my hand in, fingers first. My thumb's going to be in the outside, thumb up. I go as deep as I can. If he's got a tag on his gi, you grab the tag. Next thing I'm going to do is angle off a little bit to make it easier to get my hand in underneath. So angle off, get my hand in, thumb up. Both hands go in deep. I want my left hand that's going in, my fingers or my thumb to touch. Now I'm going to grab his lapel and swing back center facing him. To choke, I'm going to roll my wrists in. At the same time, I bring him to me with my knees or my legs and sit up just like this. All right. So I'm like here, have the choke, and when I go to finish, I roll my hands in. I want to bring my knees in towards me. So I don't want to kind of like bring my feet towards me. I want my knees to come towards me like this. So I'm here, I choke, my knees come towards me, and I sit up and I do the choke. Now the hand details on doing the choke is I have one hand in, my other hand in. When I go to do the choke, I want to turn my thumbs facing each other. It's like this. So the blades, I want the sharp part on my wrist against his neck. All right, and then when I go to choke, I bring my hand in like this, and I scrape my ribs with my elbow. So my elbow scrape. So here, I make the choke and bring him in. That way I use my core to finish. The most common mistake I see beginners do is that when they're going for the cross choke, they flare their elbows up, and that's all arm strength, and it's easy to defend. All right, so we'll do it again, or I'll have my student do it here. Go ahead and demonstrate. Yep. So cross choke from close guard. The other option sometimes I do, one more, is I'm going to put this hand on top. Look here. Everything's the same. Open his lapel. My hand goes in, thumb up. But this time, instead of angling off to this side, I go off to this side. So look in his ear on this side. And then I grab some material on top of his gi, and I do the choke. Swing back and do the choke. All right, so it's the same thing as the last one. The only difference is this hand's on top. So in the cross choke, I can do like palm up either way. I can alternate, right? Or I can go this way here. This last way, I don't like to do so much. It's not as strong. I always like to have palm up on one side. And that is the basic cross choke from close guard.